Okay. So this figure is showing why lakes are really excellent paleoclimate archives. The reason for this is that lakes are receiving inputs from many different places. So we've got inputs here from the atmosphere. We've got watershed inputs, and so fluvial inputs of slope wash. And there's also internal inputs here. And all of those inputs are integrated over time into the sediment record that accumulates at the bottom of the lake. And the way this works, the reason that lakes are very sensitive at recording long-term climate is that as the climate changes, so do those inputs, and all of that material again is integrated into the sediment record. So we can collect sediment cores, in this case from the lake surface and the plate of the raft, or during the winter when the lake is frozen. So we get the cores first, then we want to understand how old the cores are, and we use primarily the radiocarbon dating method to establish chronology for lake quaternary lake cores. This is an image, or two images here, of the accelerator mass spectrometer at UC Irvine. And this is the fanciest science gadget in existence. I have to convince you of that. In that this machine is counting individual carbon atoms. And in doing that, we can take materials like twigs or charcoal or seeds from our cores. We can process the sample, convert that to CO2, and then measure the carbon isotopes here, and then we can convert the depth in our cores over to age. The next thing that we do then is really our link into understanding the long-term climate, and this is the proxy analysis. Okay. And so proxies in this case are indirect indicators of climate or environmental change. We have no direct means to infer temperature, obviously, or precipitation changes prior to thermometers and rain gauges. And so we have to use much more nuanced indirect means to make those inferences. And so a couple of the ones that we could use in a lake core would be first physical sedimentology. This would be something like grain size, and so what is the average sand, silt, clay composition. I'll focus on the second one here quite a bit in this talk, and so